Students graduating college are drowning in loan debt, yet unable to find jobs with a livable wage. Many young people still live with their parents or under the poverty line. Yet Congress insists that in order to keep student loans at a reasonable interest rate, certain women's health care should go unfunded. If you presided over today's Congress, what would you tell them about student loan rates?
You're asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, well, when I look at the money that our government squanders on many other things, instead of, women's health care, schooling, everything else in the United States, it's no wonder we're in trouble. I have a site, one of the things on my website, that shows 160 items that the government funded in 2007. There's only one or two out of the 160 that I would have approved that was really doing anything for America other than buy votes. That's out of some 25,000 laws that they passed in 2007. If the people would really go on and look and see what our government is spending money on, instead of the things that aid our own government, our own society, our own people, our own schools, our own children, it's no wonder this government is broke. $16 billion broke. That's just the tip of the budget. There's really more like $56 billion that they're indebted to in the future that they don't have. And I don't know if they're just going to pass off our schooling, our women's health care, all of these,
All right, Don, we need to move on. James, we're talking about the student loan interest rate and how they wanted to use a slush fund that was they called a slush fund, that was supposed to be earmarked for women's health issues to kind of divide up the argument so that it didn't make any sense anymore. I wanted you to address that specific issue.
Okay, all right. Personally, if I was President of the United States, I would dismiss all student loans, period. Personally, I'd like to see that everybody who got at least a B grade had no student loans. We just write it off. We can write off Wall Street. We can easily write off the student loans because our students are our future. Our young people are our future. I think it has nothing to do with women's issues. That's just a divide and conquer political scam. I don't think our children should be encumbered. I think that if they knew that they could just wash out their debt if they had a B grade. Getting a B in college today is very easy for most kids. I mean, it's just do your homework. And actually, if they graduated with a B or B plus, I'd buy them a round-the-world ticket and give them $5,000 or $10,000 and let them be our new peace diplomats around the world. See what's going on. So I think holding the student debt over our children is a crime, especially when we give trillions to the bankers.
All right, thank you. And Mr. Claus, would you address this problem of the student loan interest rate?
Sure. I think that the interest rate should be kept down. I believe we have about $1 trillion out in student loans. It's my understanding. What I would do for students that have loans, and I happen to be one of them, believe it or not, even at my age, I would let a graduating student work for a nonprofit or for AmeriCorps or the Peace Corps, and in addition to their regular salary and benefits that are already offered by those organizations, that for each hour they work, $10 is applied towards their payment for their student loan. So if they worked, let's say, 2,000 hours a year, that would be $20,000 off their student loan, in addition to their salary and benefits that they would get from their agency or organization.
That's really interesting.